Hi guys. Today I thought I would come and chat to you about motivation and how you can keep yourself motivated. It's hard at the best of times to stay motivated if you're not prepared in the right way. When times are difficult and things are tough, it's even harder. So if you've got a goal that you're working towards at the moment and you're struggling to keep focused on it, I've got a few tips to help keep you on track. So the first thing is goals. Get really clear on why you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. So if you want to run a marathon or you want to learn to play the guitar, what's the why that's going to keep you going? Keep that with you whenever you start to kind of veer away from it. Remember why you've started this in the first place. And then once you know why, set a clear goal. So we're all familiar with SMART goals. You can use that or something similar, but really try and make sure you have a deadline and keep the goal and your deadline at the front of your mind. My coaching teacher said that a goal without a deadline is just a wish, and that's really stuck with me. So make sure you know when you want to have this complete, and it's going to make it a lot easier to stick on track. The next thing is chunking, which is a lovely word, but that just basically means that you're going to break your goals down into manageable chunks. So your goal might be to learn how to play a particular song on the guitar. Feeling very musical at the moment. By the end of May, perhaps, you might want to break that down into what are the chords you need to learn, what are the changes that you need to make, and then start practicing each bar and progressing through the song that way. If you've ever done any running training, it works in exactly the same way. So each day and week would be broken down into different goals. So for a 5K, you might start running for 30 seconds at a time, then 90 seconds, 3 minutes, and so on until you can actually do the whole thing without stopping. If you can make each chunk doable and a logical progression, so there's a challenge going from one to the other, but it's not so hard that it's going to feel impossible, it's going to make it much easier for you to actually keep going. So make sure you've got a measurement for each chunk of the goal and keep tracking your progress as you go. And seeing this progression and the fact that you're going to keep improving is going to help keep you focused and motivated. Next one is reward yourself. So there's actually some science behind motivation, and dopamine is one of our brain chemicals, and it's connected to our desire to achieve. And high levels of dopamine are what help to keep us focused. So dopamine spikes when your brain knows that it's going to get rewarded for doing something. It might be that you're doing a task that you love, and the dopamine's going to spike anyway because you're already rewarding yourself because you're doing something that you genuinely enjoy. If it's a task that is less enjoyable but is something that you believe is essential in order to meet your goal, you know it's important. Knowing that you'll get a reward when you finish can actually keep your dopamine spiked, and it can help your motivation stay higher for longer. Next up, reframe your setbacks. So rather than seeing a setback as a failure or something terrible that's happened that means that you can't recover from it, see it as a learning experience. See if you can understand what happened, how you could change it. If you think about a baby learning to stand up, they fall down all the time, a lot. And, imagine if the baby just went, it's too hard, I'm just going to stay on the ground the whole time. It doesn't happen. When you're a baby, you just keep trying and you keep going until you get better. So don't compare yourself to someone that's miles ahead of you. Remember, nobody who is really good at anything was good the first time. It takes time. Setbacks are okay. Be kind to yourself. Get an accountability partner. This is also really great to have someone who knows what you're doing and why you're doing it and when you'll do it. There's a power that comes from speaking your goal out loud to someone and knowing that they know you've committed to doing this. So whether this is, you can have a friend, a colleague, a partner, it's where coaching can definitely help, whether that's life coaching, mindset coaching, whatever it might be. But have somebody who can help you work through all of these stages and keep you on track. And that's it. Good luck with staying motivated.